Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports dirty, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See to the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paid in the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports dirty, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See to the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paid in the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big R. Welcome back to Big R Sports. We in the building. What's good with it, y'all? Hey, it's a few niggas out in the building. Hey, man, what's good with it? Everybody, bro. Man. Woo. Hopefully everybody having a good day today. I know y'all probably not. A few of y'all niggas is. I guarantee you, y'all love to see people suffer. Now, let me stop. I ain't gonna get into it like that, man. Hopefully everybody having a good day today, whether you was at work getting money to take care of your family, or whether you was at the crib taking care of your family, doing what you gotta do to get through the day. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a problem. Man, breaking news. LeBron James at 41 years old is gonna have to carry the Los Angeles Lakers to the second round, possibly more. If we gonna do anything in these playoffs, anything the first round, hopefully we get Minnesota or somebody easy, bro. Man, oh man. The old man got to carry us because, you know, you saw what happened against OKC. Austin Reeves got an MRI yesterday. And today, second degree or grade 2 strained pectoral muscle. 4 to 6 weeks, y'all. Grade 2 hamstring for Luka. That one is 3 to 6 weeks for Luka. I always tend to go on the long side of it. So basically, Austin Reeves gonna be out for 2 months for the rest of the season, in my opinion, and Luka's gonna be out for about a good month and a half. The promise we had, the expectations we had, got to change now because 2 of our 3 best players is not gonna be playing, so we got to reevaluate, man. I know it sucks, y'all. It sucks. We cooked, man. We cooked. Shout out to my nigga Dolph, man. We cooked, man. Damn. So it is what it is. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. Lakers for life. Lakers or nothing, man. I was telling my nigga Dolph on the phone earlier today, man. It reminds me, I want to say 2011 when Kobe got hurt, and they were just stuck with an old ass Steve Nash and a halfway washed up Dwight Howard, and they got kicked in the first round. It's just bad timing for the injuries, bro. Bad timing. I know the haters is gonna be like, well, it don't matter, or act like they're gonna forget about it here in a few months and just say, well, we lost in the first round with no context. But they gotta understand, when players get hurt, especially your stars, things gotta change, bro. I'm realistic. Hopefully everybody be realistic today. I don't see us doing too much, It's too late to tank. Shout out to the chat. Too late for all that, bro. But the Lakers, man, Jesus Christ. Jesus, man. Luka and Austin expecting to miss the start of the NBA playoffs with injuries. And not just the start, bro, because these injuries, especially Luka's with his hamstring, that is a tricky injury. If you remember, everybody who tore their Achilles last year started off with some kind of calf or groin or hamstring injury, right? So I don't know what we're going to do. I don't want to rush people back too soon. If they 100%, they can play, but if they ain't ready to go, I'm not, because like if you say Luka to his hamstring, because a grade 2 is a slight tear. But say he come back too early and he turned all the way, that's a whole year, y'all. That's a whole year, and he might not ever be the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard. I don't know when to play him, whether or not we should play him. Yeah, J. Lou, that's what I meant, the calf, not the hamstring. But just when you have that kind of injury, when it comes to the muscles that can connect all the way down, you just ask CP3 how bad his hamstrings was his whole career or the end part of his career. I don't want that for Luka. I really don't. Austin, I don't know when or where he got hurt. I don't know what happened to dude. All I know is that when I watched the game against OKC, his turnovers, you know what I'm saying, lost us his game in the first 5 minutes of the game, bro. First 2 minutes of the game. Lost us the game, turned the ball over and over again. They say that this injury with Austin was lingering for a while, and it kind of explains his shooting slumps because, when you got that kind of injury, it probably hurt to raise your arms above your head. You know what I'm saying? And you got to shoot. That's why his shooting has been bad. He's been shooting like 30% since the All-Star break. And it's not good. Even though we went on our little winning streaks and stuff like that, had a great month of March, you know what I'm saying? He was still not really being 100%, you know what I'm saying? Especially like he was before the All-Star break. I don't know when it happened, how it happened, but I looked up today, breaking news. This nigga Austin Reeves is gonna be out for the rest of the season, bro. Because 2 months is too long, bro. So I'm just gonna call it like it is, man. It sucks. It really do sucks, man. But hey, make sure y'all hit the like button for your boy. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, man. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna say what's up to everybody, but I really need everybody to make sure we hit the like button for your boy. Bad stream. Give me some good likes, man. Give me something I can smile about, because I ain't got nothing I can smile about now, man, because, man, Slim Pickens in the playoffs, bro. Them niggas gonna take advantage of us immediately. So the first round is in question. I said this whole season that Brian was just resting, playing the third option. Then when the playoffs come, he was gonna turn into the second option because he got some rest. Didn't have to do his thing the whole time, and he should be well rested and ready to go, prime for the playoffs. What I didn't expect for him to have to turn into the number one option because we're missing our next two best players, man. So bad business, y'all. That is bad business, bro. Oh, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks, bro. And anybody that's happy about these injuries, bro, talk about I told you so, is going to get blocked today because I'm not in the mood. I promise you I'm not. If you want to be a whole cake about injuries, you know what I'm saying? I done dealt with niggas like that before with AD. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get hurt every day, B. There ain't nothing that we can control, nothing that can, you know what I'm saying? It's just injuries, you know what I'm saying? And it happens like that. So I'm going to say what's up to everybody while I twist up real quick, man, because I need it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say what's up to Nicholas Brown first and foremost. Hardest working moderator on YouTube, bro. Definitely appreciate you, man. He said like, share, and subscribe to the channel and continue to support on the road to the next milestone. Your boy almost at 3K. So if you're new to the channel, we stream live Lakers games. We talk live Lakers sports, basketball, all things NBA. Unless it's like girly and gossipy and all that other BS. I don't mess around in them circles. You know what I'm saying? For real. One Cool P in the building. Shout out to the artillery gang, man. Appreciate you, One Cool P. Yes. She said, lights up. Get the lights up right now. Stop playing. I got 20-some people in here. I need 20-some likes. Arizona in the building. What up, Earth? He said it's over. He probably said it just like that, too. It's over. Man, it sucks if it is, bro. But you know what? If Brian can pull out a miracle, bro, a miracle in my mind, bro, is getting out the first round. If he get out the first round, bro, that nigga, hey, he did his job. I ain't gonna say nothing. We run into San Antonio or OKC in the second round. But the first round, let's go, Brian. Who else we got? Garvey. What up, Garvey, bro? He said these white boys frail. See, here we go. I keep trying to tell y'all, bro, injuries happen to everybody. Everybody. But it is what it is, man. What up, G? We got Gravy in the building. What's good with it, bro? What did he say? He said, Brian cook now. I said, yeah, he got to cook. I know Brian is like, damn it, I can't catch a break, bro. Everybody was looking good about a week ago. We was clowning. We was looking really good. Oh, man. Yeah. That's he had a shot, bro. I ain't going to lie, because I know a lot of people didn't believe in our chances, even when we were healthy, but I did. So I'm going to say he had a shot to get some jewelry. Get him a ring and sure. But with injuries, bro, changes everything, bro. And I can't wrap my mind around it right now, bro. Just a little upset still. I was just upset about the OKC game. Not that we lost, it's the way that we lost, with just how we just came out flat-footed and almost like we were scared, you know what I'm saying? And when you play timid and scary, what's the first thing that happened? Injuries, bro. So I look up, we down 30. I'm like, get the F out of here, bro. I might even curse this stream here in a minute, bro. So if y'all hear me cursing, bro, you come up here, you can curse too. Just don't be vulgar with it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it light, curse words. If that make any sense. Who else we got up in here? Reggie. What up, Reggie, bro? What's good with it, man? Garvey said Bronny gonna get hella play time. He gonna get him some playoff minutes. That is crazy, bro. What did Bronny come through? Kill it. What did Bronny come through and put up them G League numbers? We might be able to do something. Bronny hit his threes, play some good defense. Marcus Smart right around the corner coming back. I think Marcus Smart is the only one that's gonna be back. We down 3 starters, bro. Come on, Lakers, man. What is we doing? I'm pissed. I'm pissed because when I heard about the conversation that the medical staff, not Austin, but Luka and JJ had, it seemed like JJ really wasn't too into it. So he said, whatever y'all say is cool. Luka always gonna want to play. And the medical staff is real appeasing, you know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't, if you dealing with a hamstring, you shut it down regardless. You down 30. You down 30 at the half. You shut it down regardless, bro. We ain't got nothing to prove until the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? This little regular season game, yeah, it would have looked bad that we lost and so on and so forth. But going into the playoffs healthy should have been more important. JJ said he wanted to give them about 6 or 7 minutes to see if they can try to come back in the game. But in them 6 or 7 minutes, we might have lost 2 of our 3 best players, bro. So it's problems on both ends, on all 3 ends, in my opinion. So I'm pissed off at all of them, bro. He said, salute, man. Lakers cook, man. Hey, it is what it is. Last shall be first. What it do, my G? He said, the Wonder Bread expired. What? I don't even know what that means. Oh, yes, I do. You know what? Y'all got y'all jokes today. I see y'all, bro. Toxic in the building. What up, Toxic, bro? JJ was playing them boys into the ground with their minutes. But in Big Brian, I trust him. That's what I'm saying, Toxic, bro. Brian going to have to turn back the hands of time. If I could turn back the hands of time. You know what I'm saying? He got to do some. I don't know if he got to turn it back to 2020 Brian or 2018 Brian with this team. I'm thinking 20. It would have been 2020 Brian if Austin would have been playing. But now he got to turn back to 2018 Brian. And I don't know if he could do that still, y'all. But that's what I was saying, man, is the whole season. I was like, well, Brian, we seen games where he dropped 30. We ain't see a lot of them this year. But it looked like, that was by plan, by design, So we'll know if it was by design, if he comes out showing us that he can still be the number 1 option and still make sure he get buckets and facilitate and play good defense. And the rest that he got this year by playing less minutes, he played 32 minutes a game this year, 33, something like that. So the rest he got this year, he's healthy going into the playoffs. So let's see if he can turn it up. I hope he ain't got no lingering injuries that ain't nobody talked about. Then we really screwed. But we're going to see what Brian really got left in the tank. What it do, man? Michael Marlin in the building. What up, Double M? What's good with it, G? KJ in the building, man. What's up, KJ, bro? He said it's over. Over. Hey, it ain't over till the fat lady sing, bro. She warming up, though. Last shall be first said, Blaine said, Aiden finna average 35. So Lord Jesus, that's crazy, bro. J. Lou in the building. What up, Jay, bro? When I was making this stream, I was like, I'm going to see J. Lou today. I already knew I was going to see your ass today. He said, hell yeah, that cracker's a goal. Now the defense can finally lock up. All right, bro. Yeah, I think we going to be better now. That is insulting. That is downright insulting. KJ said it is what it is, man. Just enjoy Brian last year. I don't blame him. I've been enjoying it all year too, man. It's just I wanted him to have a chance to make a deep playoff run and then have a game or two where we actually, can get over the hump, because that's how we was gonna win this year. We was gonna win by having the big 3 come through and have great games. Brian come through, dominate how he dominate, and because they play winning basketball, bro. Jason Brumfield in the building. What up, Jay? What did he say? Faking all these injuries and stuff. He ain't faking nothing, man. I wish a nigga would fake an injury, bro. Especially one. I can see if he was faking the injury to keep him out until like the playoffs started. And I'd be like, okay, but no, they not faking that. Not to be out to the 3rd round, to the fight. if we make it to the Western Conference Finals. Jesus Christ. Said the sweep should be competitive, though. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of Bronny. We're going to see a lot of Dalton Connect. Stop, bro. That is crazy, bro. He said, I believe in this team to get out the first round. I heard that, Tox. I think no matter who we play in the first round, I think we might have a chance, bro. Yeah. He said, man, Austin reports that they scanned the wrong side. Where they do that at? Did it? Is that why it took so long to get a diagnosis on him, bro? Jason, bro, is that why it took so long? Because they said this happened maybe a week ago. And I did see him, like, you know what I'm saying, like moving funny and rubbing it and touching it and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for like two games. So this dude could have had a collapse lung or something, and they ain't even know it. My nigga Hoodie Walker in the building. What up, Hoodie, bro? What's the deal? He said, all I want LeBron to do is average 38 a game so he can get that max contract completed next season. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. And Brian came out and said, man, he don't even like playing in the Midwest no more. Cleveland, Memphis. So he likes this sun. You know, he likes this good weather. You need. I agree with you, Toxic, bro. They don't know how to manage minutes for real. He do all right sometimes, but it's in good moments where they be like, we gonna be front runners, you know. But it is what it is, bro. So Brian knew they wasn't winning the chip anyways. Yeah, whatever, KJ. You don't know nothing, bro. You heard Brian say that he was hella upset because he thought they had a chance, bro. You know, them boys were throwing the ball to OKC for fun. Yeah, Austin. But see, that's what I think. I think he was hurt before that game because you can kind of tell he couldn't get his arms fully extended to even make like strong passes, to make threes. None of that, bro. So all of that, you know what I'm saying, motion is in your pectoral muscles. You know what I'm saying? You can't even lift your arms above your head if you got some kind of tear. So I don't know. Jason said Brian probably drunk as hell somewhere, full of Lobos. Full of that Lobos. Yeah, we're going to need Brian in, bro. We're going to need the king back. Like he TI something, bro. So Miami will win it all this year, trust. All right, Carvana, you better go order you a car or something online. Nico, I'm going to drop the link here in a second, brother. Just stay with me. I'm going to say what's up to everybody, then I'm going to drop the link, man. You already know. But I'm almost to the bottom. Let's see. Who will be the starters tomorrow? Sheesh. Because they said that Marcus Smart was questionable still. And we missing 3 starters. So Jake, Aiden, and Brian is probably going to be 3 of the starters. If Marcus is back, Marcus is going to be one. But if Marcus ain't back, I think Bronny going to start. And Dalton Connect. Now, let me they're going to move Ruri back into the start lineup. Then, so it's going to be Aiden, Ruri, Brian. And they might go with what's his name? What's the 3-point? Luka Nord. They might go with Luka Nord. I think they're gonna keep Bronny on the bench, and they should start Luka Nord if that's the issue. Let's go. Well, I can't wait to see that start lineup neither, bro. Gravy said no Smart either. We ain't got no point guard. We sure don't. We're going to have to play old boy that just called up from the G League who got that 15th roster spot. I don't even know that nigga name. Yeah, look at Garvey, bro. Arizona State 4-4-4 got what he wanted. Brian can't carry any anymore. Yeah, but he spent the whole year hating on the players who could make it where Brian could play this kind of game at his age, right? But instead of embracing that, he hated on them all year. So now he's stuck and like, well, damn, I'm a LeBron only fan. You know what I'm saying? He got a subscription and everything, and he's a Bron only fan. So I can't imagine it, bro. Said 444 somewhere chilling with the Hebrew Israelites. The white man is the devil. Dubs in the building. What up, Dubs? Said black don't crack, but these whites ain't all right. I got jokes today, bro. Oh man, hey man, this is my squad y'all talking about, man. Y'all gotta chill out, bro. LeBron ain't happy, I ain't happy, bro. You know, so Lakers don't have enough offense not to score 90 points. It depends. It depends on who's starting and who playing and how many shots people get up and stuff like that. Like Rury's gonna have to come out and be a more aggressive scoring. Luka Doncic gonna have to take a lot of more threes, get him to the basket, come up around 14, 15 points maybe in the game. It is what it is. If Bronny finna go ham, it is as it's straight. I wasn't gonna read that last part. He said that it's about to be a Uzi. I don't know about that. Kobe Buffkin, that's that nigga name, bro. I could not think of that nigga name for nothing, man. What up, Timothy? What's good with it? I know he happy, bro. He's one of the haters I was talking about that's only here because we going through something bad. When we was rolling, bro, I ain't heard none of you niggas, bro. For real, especially Timothy Santiago. Y'all know your ass better be a subscriber and hit the like button too, nigga. Otherwise, you hating just for the sake of be hating. He said, I'm glad it's over. Come on, bro. Lakers fan for life. He said, Timothy, you overrated. Big facts. Luka and Reaves fake injuries? Nah, bro, none of that. Yep, laughing out loud. Y'all finna go at it in the chat and everything, bro. Let me drop this link real quick, bro. Because, hey, if you don't want to be a chat warrior today, you know, you come up here and I got to cook your ass. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Because, you know, we could be one play away from your favorite team best player being hurt. You see they had to sit Wemby for the rest of the year. But ain't nobody say nothing about that, though. Because I think Wemby had some kind of ankle injury or something. I think they sit him for the rest of the year with them skinny-ass ankles. Like a fan for life in the building. What it do, man? He said, why JJ make them stay in the game? They were clearly hurt. And that's my thing, bro. JJ like tough players and all that kind of stuff. And he say he from the old school. But damn it, you just wrecked our whole goddamn season because you just couldn't make the hard decisions, bro. As a head coach, that's what part of being a head coach is. You got to make the hard decisions. I don't care if the medical staff. I don't care if Luka was like, I can go. I want to go. No, nigga, we losing by 40 freaking points. Sit your ass down, bro, and get healthy for the playoffs. I wouldn't have played Luka no more for the rest of the year. If it's a hamstring and you ain't pulled it all the way yet, oh, yeah, you sitting down for the whole year, Pam. And there's only 5 games left. We can go 3-2. Well, now 3-1. No, for the rest of the year, we can go 3-2, including that game, and still finish with the 3rd seed because we got the tiebreaker. Now we got to finish 4-1, 3-2 to get it, bro. So, and I think we can. I think we can get a couple of wins where we going to still have that 3rd seed, 4th seed at the worst, man. Nico, this some bullshit, ain't it?
What's up, my man?
What's up, Nico?
What's cracking, man?
Look, man, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. When it rains, it pours.
It pours, bro. Jesus.
Man, not only pours, they got thunder and everything. I mean, they got tornado and everything, man.
we got hail.
Unleashed everything.
Hail, damaging people's cars and everything.
Heck yeah, man. Like Sharknado and everything, man.
How you feeling that, Nico, man? I know it's messed up, but tell the people how you feeling that, bro.
Yeah, it's it's bad news bears, but it's a combination of a lot of things. Art, um, the whole we were never deep to begin with, which in part it comes down to that because when you have a roster that's 12 men deep, then you can actually rest players during the season and not play them for so long, and you get them rested and stuff like that, and you wouldn't be putting too much strain on their bodies, even though they're in their prime and there shouldn't be an excuse. But at the same time, only because they're in their prime doesn't mean they can't get hurt. They can't get soft injury tissues, and some people are really susceptible to that. Luka's one of them because he's gotten this hamstrings. It's a recurrent issue, so we all know that he has a soft tissue problem. Austin Reeves is also a soft tissue kind of guy, where you play a physical team, they won't let him do what he wants to do, and you just keep hitting him. It'll take a toll on his body at some point. So, who's to blame? You can point the finger any way you want. It is what it is. It makes no never mind now. Now what you do now is just play the young guys, play a duo, play Buffkin, develop them, give them some playoff experience. Just go out there and just do your thing and expect the worst and hope for the best kind of deal. Because at this point you're playing with house money with these guys because you're not gonna advance. Our goal was to win a chip, and we ain't gonna do it. Getting out of the first round is not. I don't take solace in that. That's not like a victory season. No. We about the chips. We're not about just winning the first round and getting to second. That's not what we are about, and you know that, right?
Yeah.
So our expectations was high. Unfortunately, we're not going to meet it because of these injuries. And I feel that even if we did have these injuries, the way that San Antonio and Oklahoma plays and how their rotations are 12-man deep, we were going to be in trouble because sooner in those matchups we were going to have to rest. We were going to have to rest Luka. We were going to have to rest Reaves, and we're going to have to rest LeBron. And what happens after that? Then you're depending on the bench players to carry and to, keep up that lead if we had one, or keep it close at least between the 10-point closeness and somewhat. And it was just going to be really hard. We weren't that deep to battle with them. To expect LeBron to go stay in on the first round is you're asking too much. Now you're just really, really, really tempting fate and tempting LeBron's body. Now you're asking for it at this point. And why do you want to do that? You just don't want to. Why? It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Even if you push him, he's 41, guys. I know he's your favorite player. I know for some of you guys he's invincible. He can't get hurt. He's had hamstring issues. He's pulled the groin muscle before. And that groin muscle, it's no joke when you get older, bro. It doesn't get better. Last thing you want is you push LeBron and next thing on first 10 minutes or first 20 minutes or first quarter, second quarter, he pulls that groin. The same groin he's pulled twice. Then what? Then you're just all G leaguers out there.
Pretty much.
What's going to happen? And what's going to happen? We're just going to get
Rory, bro. Damn.
Thank you. Yep. And at this point, you got to ask Marcus. Marcus, if I was JJ, I'd be like, Marcus, do you really want to play out there? Do you want to just end the season as an injured player and just call it a day? That's what, JJ should probably going to go up to him and ask him, hey, do you want to play or do you want to still be on the injured list? And, I wouldn't blame him. He says, I just want to be me. I'll just keep me in the injured list. I'm good because he's an older guy. He's an older guy. He knows that his contributions are on the defensive side, and what we need is offense, and we don't got any.
I agree with that. Question, Nico.
Sure.
Hold on. Got a question. Two of them, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Marcus Smart thing, right?
Right.
We got to go 4-1 to win the third seed outright, or 3-2, and then we'll have it. We'll have it anyway because we got the tiebreaker over Denver.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you hold Marcus Smart? Do you go like what you were saying? Do you go to Marcus Smart now and be like, do you want us to keep sitting you because he was probably, if everybody was healthy, he was probably on his way back before the playoffs started. So do you tell them now just wait for the playoffs and then we whatever seed we are, we just that seed, or do you try to get them to come back a little early, try to get that third seed?
How many games do we have left?
5.
Okay. I would since the Spurs lost, Oklahoma clinched the 1 seed. If you didn't know, which means that when we play OKC the second time around, they're gonna be resting a lot of players. They're gonna be resting all their starters. So we're gonna be going up against their bench, and then they'll be going up against our bench. So at that point, you bring them back for the Oklahoma City game, just to get his body ramped up for the playoffs. And then get some conditioning in and stuff like that. Yeah. And get some conditioning and get it started up, ramping his body up, because it's going to take a while because he's been sitting now for a while.
Y'all can hear me, bro?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right, man. What's good with y'all, bro?
Good.
What's good?
So that's what I would do with Marcus Smart. Just ramp him up, get him stuff, and can we still keep the third seed? I think it's possible. It's going to be super hard, but at the same time, knowing that the third seed now, everybody on the Western Conference side is going to be like, oh, how do we match up with the Lakers in the first round? How do we get the Lakers in the first round? So if we drop, which I don't think we will, but if we do, I think the worst case scenario will be 5 seed. And then we'll be teaming up with a 4. It's going to be 4 and 5, and at that point it'll probably be if Nuggets get the third seed, then it's going to be the Rockets and us. Either they get home court.
You know what I'm saying? It's either going to be the Rockets or the Timberwolves. I don't think we play nobody here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I would do with Marcus Smart as far as that goes. What was your second question?
My second question, make it quick so I can get to KJ, is the percentage. I don't know whether I wanted to do like a percentage or like a letter grade, but I'm going to do percentage. Give me the percentage that Brian can actually get us, say out the first round. Or even if you think the team as a whole can get us out the first round, you can say that too. But how you think Brian gonna look? Give me a percentage of how Brian gonna do, man. Because I'm that's the only thing that I'm excited about. Because I want to see Brian. If Brian comes out here and start killing, bro, I want to lose my mind, bro.
No, I give it a 0.01% chance.
This nigga.
Because let me tell you why. LeBron knows what he's around, knows what he's capable, and he also knows his body. And he knows he has no chemistry with anybody out there that's not Reaves, Luka, and Rui, and stuff like that. So you're putting G Leaguers next to him in the playoffs. He has no experience. They have no playoff experience, no chemistry with him. And he's running with the first group. But then if you have to put him with the second group, with the bench players, which he has no chemistry with, he knows that we can't advance. He knows he's a smart guy. He knows, why would I push myself? And even if he pushes himself, he'll give you one good game and that's it, bro. Let's be honest. So
y'all mean to tell me that there is no turn up? No. Brian has no turn up left going into the playoffs.
He got a quarter. He got one good ass quarter.
He's good enough. He's got enough gas tank. He's got enough gas in the tank to take him to the next gas station, and that's it.
Bro, I know niggas is fans, bro, and I love Brian, but bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Yeah, bro, it might be his last go, bro.
Yeah, I think it's his last go. I think he's not. I mean, it's okay, man. he'll get the he'll go somewhere. If he stays, he's gonna go for the vet minimum, and that's fine. We'll give him the vet minimum. But I mean, he knows he's not playing for anything this year. As far as this year goes, he
I
knows it.
think he really. I think if it's really bad, like see, this the problem with this, and this is why it sucks, bro. I'm gonna let you finish though. I'll go
No,
next.
no,
I'm
you're
listening.
no. Do your thing, KJ.
Yeah, I was just
All
saying,
right,
like, I think
KJ,
the.
tell the people how you feel, bro.
I just feel like it's a couple of things. The first thing I'll say is this has been a reoccurring issue. Now I'm gonna just be consistent because, as everybody knows, how a lot of people treated AD and his injuries and how people gave him flack and was always criticizing him. I'm not there yet with Luca, but I will say there is a trend happening, and I would be hypocritical if I wouldn't say anything about it because everybody would kill AD. AD has never missed a playoff game. Last year, around the time, Luca got injured. Now, I understand injuries happen, but we got to be honest. This hamstring thing has been a thing since Dallas. Same thing with Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is even worse because we all know Luca's a franchise player, but there's no more excuses for Austin Reeves. Last year, he said his toe hurted, and that's why he played bad. Cool. I gave him that excuse. I let him have it. This year, he's hurt again. Now, the whole point of this year was to see if him and Luca could actually be a 1 and 2 option, and it could work. And we needed to see Austin Reeves deal with physicality in the playoffs. Well, we can't see him in the playoffs no more. To be honest, like we probably not gonna be able to see him at all. So how are we confidently going into the offseason saying that we're gonna give him a max deal when we haven't even seen him in the playoffs perform as a number two? And you don't even have an opportunity to see it now because he's hurt. So it's like I feel like you can't pay him that money now. Like you gotta you
Can that be
even
a
if you do
good
pay.
thing though? Hey, KJ, can that be a good thing because they didn't come out and say they were going to give him a max. They that just happens to be his max.
I think
Nobody
it's a
know
good
how much because it's 41 million a year, 5 year. He can
yeah.
sign for up to 5 years, $41 million a year. The Lakers never ever came out. The only thing they ever came out and said was that we will probably ask this man for a hometown discount because he wants to be here so bad.
Yeah, I
But I
get
do,
you.
I do, I
Go
do
ahead, bro.
agree with you on one point. You know what I'm saying? On that point, actually. But let's flip it real quick. How does that look for him going into the offseason now? And how much did he hurt his chances of getting as much as he can? Let's say that.
I think he's gonna get. You have to pay him because again, he isn't a cap hit because they have his bird right. So they have to pay him because if they let him walk, you basically lose him without a replacement. You can't lose a player that value without replacing him because that'll make it even harder in the offseason because you can sign Austin Reeves and not let it be a big cap hit because you got his bird rights. You can't just let him walk. So they're gonna pay him a reasonable. Maybe he doesn't get the max, but he's gonna get somewhere close to it. But I don't even know
Hey,
if he's. I don't. The problem with this whole thing is, bro. It's like we needed to see it, bro. And it's like,
and can I
go ahead,
add
bro.
something real quick? Can I add something
Yeah, go ahead.
real quick, KJ, to your thing? I just want to piggyback on that. The thing is that him getting injured is a blessing in disguise for him as far as his contract goes.
Yeah,
Because you can't say, oh, he was a disappointment in the playoffs. He only averaged 12 points and this and that. He was a no show. Now they can't say that.
yeah.
He's
There's
like, well, I
nothing
was injured.
definitive, bro.
Exactly. Hey, you can't say that I didn't perform. You can I was injured and this and that. And it wasn't my fault. I was playing 40 plus minutes almost every game and this and that. I was doing my best and that. So it kind of helps his stock in a way a little bit that they didn't have to see him be a no show in the playoffs. And it also
It,
actually could also cost them money too because what if he was what if he did show up? What if he did average the 30 plus points game game? So it can hurt him or it can help him. One of the two, whatever, however that Mr. Walters wants to look at it.
I just feel like
Mhm.
at this point in the season, bro, this reoccurring injury thing with him and Luca, I just feel like, and I don't want to be too down on Luca because again, I like Luca. I'm from Texas. I watched him play. Obviously, I've seen his career, but he's been trending. He's been having these hamstring injuries in the playoffs. This isn't new for him. Like this is like in 2024, he had the same problem. Even when he made it to the finals, y'all got to remember he got hurt going into the finals as well. this is a reoccurring thing, and it's like at some point we have to kind of like shift the narrative a little bit. I'm not saying completely just call him injury prone and put him in and generalize him in that sense. We also have to be cognizant of what's going on. This is a reoccurring thing. This consistently happens with him, and he lost weight. Like the whole point of him not having this issue was him losing weight and getting better. But I also will say this: I think a lot of that is on Rob Pelinka and JJ. Because when you don't have a bench rotation, you gotta let Reeves and Luka play 40 minutes to beat these teams that aren't good and they can't rest. Like, bro, even the Pacers game was a game where we could have got rest, but instead they had to play to the fourth quarter because they have to put Luka back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that where the roster construction really shows and the inability to get rest. Like, you got these dudes playing 40 minutes every single game, and it just can't work like that. Everybody not
Who do you
durable.
compare it to, KJ? Because earlier in the stream, I said I hope it don't turn out like a Chris Paul. Who had more hamstring injuries, Chris Paul or James Harden?
It was Chris Paul who had more.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul had more, but James Harden had a really bad one, and he's still been good, but he ain't never been like the old James Harden since, because he tried to come back and play on it in that playoffs, and it just never really like he's been able to be good. Like honestly, I know niggas gonna be mad at this, but Luka's career is kind of like I'm not gonna put that on him.
You
I'm
gonna
not,
say
but
prime James Harden in Houston?
I think his career gonna end up being like that, and then obviously I can't predict the future. If I had a guess, because it's just so many similarities with how it's going, like the hamstring thing, the offensive engine thing. Like he's an offensive engine. Don't get me wrong, and he made it to the finals. Like I mean, James Harden made it to the finals early in his career, obviously as a third option. But if he didn't run into Golden State, and I think the Celtics was kind of like an equivalent to that Golden State team in a sense, like. James Harden would have went to the finals if he took the Warriors to Game 7. Like he had it, he had his chance. And I think when he went against the Celtics, it was kind of like a similar thing. It was like a, and I don't know. I can't predict the future with him, but I just see him going down that trajectory because again, without that athleticism, and as you get older and you're relying on, you're relying on perimeter shots, you're relying on drawing fouls, it just gets very hard for you. You're gonna be getting contact, you're gonna get injured, soft tissue injuries. So it's like I don't know, bro. I just feel like the Lakers have to do a better
I
job.
got
You have to protect your
I got
asset.
you. I got you. Michael Marlin said Harden's lingering injury was his groin. So let's take it to Chris Paul route, right? Because Chris Paul was the the best point guard who couldn't get it done. Most of his injuries when his hamstring popped up at the worst time was in the playoffs, though, right? So let's take it there, fellas. I want to know what y'all think about him being the next Chris Paul too, by having hamstring injuries late in the seasons or in the playoffs. Man, God damn, man, we was finna kill in the first round. I had a feeling, bro. We was finna kill in the first round, bro. And this sucks, bro. For real.
It sucks. I just feel like, man, it's up to Rob Pelinka, bro. They gotta help him out. Like the problem is if you got Luka playing all those minutes and you don't have defense around him, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on him, bro. Like I'm sorry, the roster construction isn't gonna help his injuries. It's making it worse. This nigga gotta drop 40. Like this nigga been dropping 40, 60, 40. You can't. It's not sustainable, bro. Like
He make it look so easy, though. He made it look like, he wasn't exuding or wearing himself out every night.
it looks like that because he don't have the ability to make it look any other way. It's like him and Jokic in the same way. Like it looked like Jokic not trying, but that nigga trying because he just either they don't have the athleticism. It doesn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying. Trust me. Like him playing defense, Luka has been playing better defense. He's
I
trying.
agree.
Like he's definitely trying.
Yeah. And I agree. And he was doing good with his lateral movement all year. That's why this injury kills me. As soon as it popped up, I blame JJ and them a little bit too, man, because I was like, man, the medical staff, JJ and Luka, bro. Whether you want to divvy it up 33, 33, 33, or whatever. But
I
Luka
agree.
said,
I agree
JJ,
100%, bro.
yeah, JJ should have said, no, you know what? We don't have to prove nothing now. We can prove it in the playoffs. Have a seat, Luka, man. It ain't even that serious, bro.
But once Austin threw all them turnovers, he should have just set all of them out. Like, why was they still playing? That game was over, bro, in the first quarter. I swear to God, it was over in the first quarter. Like, sit them niggas, bro. Like, as soon as you start grabbing it, you knew that, like, let's be real. Coaches know the momentum of the game. He knew that they wasn't winning. Like, it was just for a moral thing at that point. It's like, bro, it's no point. Like, if y'all got to meet them in the playoffs, meet them in the playoffs. Y'all play again on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, get back on Tuesday. But to risk injury like that is just stupid, bro. It don't make no sense.
He let him go. Man, but you know what? He gotta be better than that, man. The medical staff should know their head coach. And what I mean by that, if you know you got a head coach who's gonna let the player ultimately make the decision, you got to make a decision for all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's your job. And they should have been like, you know what? Go ahead and sit this one out. You know, we're losing by 40, and you might need to sit out for the rest of the season. I'm that kind of guy because hamstrings, if it's gonna happen over time, I don't know if his was over just this game or he been having little pulls every now and again.
He been grabbing at it for some weeks now. He been grabbing at it for some weeks.
Even more. What up, Mission? What's good with it? What up, Mike? What's good with it, Mike? Tell the people how you feel, man. I know it's a lot of funeral feelings going on, but let me know how you feel, man. Tell the people how you feel, bro.
You give me 2 minutes? Give me a second, bro. Yeah, you heard me?
You said give you 2 minutes?
Yeah, give me 2 minutes, bro.
I got you.
What's up,
Same
y'all good?
Yeah, it was good, bro.
JJ, that dude that drives his Porsche for years and never bothers to change the oil. Oh yeah, because it looked too pretty.
I can't even blame JJ. Like, I blame JJ, but I blame Rob Pelinka, bro. Like, this is the problem with the roster construction. Like, this is the problem with the idea that you can always wait till next year. Like, I hate that logic. Like, that philosophy that he does. Like, he tries to save his face. It's like, you don't know what's gonna happen next year. Somebody can get injured. You need to focus on right now.
Big game hunter, man. See, I think one thing we forgot about Rob Pelinka, this is LA. And he has the right to be a big game hunter. And what I mean by that is when you appear to not be doing anything, right, or the right thing, he's waiting for the right deal. He's always said he don't make deals that don't make no sense just for the sake of making them. When it comes to roster construction, this nigga was back-to-back 50-win seasons.
That's great, and that's good. That's good. My problem with that is
it's like the top two teams in the league.
Yeah, it's like The Godfather, bro. When Michael needed to replace the concierge, they replaced him. What's his name? Tom, the white dude. He was like, "You're not a wartime concierge, whatever it is." And it's basically, I think that Rob Pelinka is his ideology aligns with how it used to be with the whole Big Three method. The league is different. The CBA is different. You can't be a big game hunter. That doesn't. You need depth. You need draft picks. You need young players. Like, look at the Spurs. Like, look at them. Like, all them young players they have.
I've been talking. We talking, bro. I ain't mean it like that. My fault. My burner. Go ahead, KJ. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, that philosophy. I don't know if it works in today's age. It's not the same as the Big Three era. You know, with Bron. You know, the Thunder, the old Thunder, like, you have to really draft and utilize your picks and utilize development. It's a different league. So that big game hunting thing, it's cool. But what if you go get Giannis and Giannis been injured for a long time now? What if you go get Giannis and have this big three or big two, whatever you want to have, and they both get injured again? It's like you don't have the depth to sustain that. So it's like the whole idea of going big fish hunting is cool in theory, but you got to change it up a little bit, bro.
Hey man, I tried to get people off of Giannis for a minute now. a lot of people like Giannis. I didn't think he was like that, but I've been trying to get him off of him for a minute, man. I tried to stir people to the Joker for a little while, but then he came out recently and said he ain't going nowhere. Pablo Vaquero got problems in Orlando that ain't nobody talking about. I've been on that since day one. I wouldn't mind. See, that's the big game hunting I'm talking about. It could be conversations behind the scenes because he having issues with the management about his pay. And he'd be like, sure, man, he'll swoop in and be like, all right, he's on his last year of his deal. And he's gonna be like, you're gonna make me go into my last year of my deal. I can walk, trade me to LA. And it'd be nice because we're gonna have 3 first-round picks. We got the salary to match. Even if we didn't have a salary to match, we got the cap to match. Hey, that's just me dreaming though. You know what I'm saying? He said JJ even said you need 8 solid pieces to win. He did. And I know this messed up, but JJ just gotta earn it now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, just wanted to add to that. Yeah, we can't go big fish hunting no more, man. We got Luka, we got our man, we got our future star, we got our franchise player. So we just need to build around him and Reeves, and just get a lot of defensive athletic players. Possibly, hopefully,
Reeves got to go to me, but yeah, I
two
feel.
players. Yeah, I know what you mean, but they're not gonna let him go. They're not gonna let him go. He might have hurt his stock not playing in the playoffs, but it might have helped him. But as much as everybody wants to go, Reeves got to go. He's not going. They're gonna give him a contract. They're still stung by the Caruso. They're stuck on the Caruso thing.
But
This
it's
is
different though.
no. Let me tell you why it's not different. Because Caruso wanted to stay. He was willing to take less, and they didn't sign him, and it hurt him. So what they look at Reeves is, we can't let another Caruso go. We can't. It's not. I'm not talking about the skill wise. They're talking about the player, because they know Reeves is a fan favorite. He can produce in the regular season. So
Yeah,
they're not
but
gonna.
you got to understand though, it's different management. Like Mark Walter wasn't there when they let go.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you mean. So if Mark Walters is smart and has somebody can good business decisions, they'll put him in a sign and trade, which would help.
That person is
But
Rob Pelinka, y'all.
no, but you know what? I don't think Rob. If I was them, if I was Max Walter, and I wouldn't be surprised. I think they fired Lincoln on the offseason.
He already gave him the nod. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't see that report about baby?
No, I don't believe that. So no, I don't think so. I think he still gets fired.
them politics. You're supposed to say
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, you can't say
yeah.
that.
I mean,
You know how like he hired what was it, a new president of
Yeah,
like
scouting.
outside of
They had new
basketball
scouts too.
operations, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? How he came out around that time, same time, and said he's gonna go with Rob Pelinka.
Because
So,
yeah.
Beanie extended him, bro.
well, he got 2 years on this deal because he got extended last offseason when we signed Luka.
Yeah,
I
I
mean
mean,
that saved them time though. That definitely saved them
get
some
him some,
time.
that might have gave him some grace. But if I was Walters, I'll fire him and get the ex Golden State GM. I forgot his name.
Rob Pelinka, bro. If they don't do everything they was holding them picks for this offseason, he gotta go. Cause this is what the 3rd year him saying we gonna say these picks. We gonna get. They were supposed to
Yeah,
get Donovan Mitchell. They were supposed to get
but
all these players, bro. It just didn't
That's
but
the
I
work.
never.
I
yeah, but
agree.
we can't go big fish hunting. It's not.
That's what
We
he
need depth.
does, though.
We need depth. We need
That's
12-man
what.
rotation.
Hey, that's what the Lakers do, though. I get you.
Exactly.
We got
Hey,
one. We
hey,
got us one is the problem.
what's going on, y'all?
What's up,
Smooth,
Bonner?
Bonner. What's
Good,
good?
Hey,
Bonner,
what's up?
what's up,
Hey,
Bonner?
what's up, my Bonner, my guy?
Man, Nico, Art, KJ sound like Michael and chat. What's going on? Is this true what I'm reading, man? Reeves is out too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
bro. Hey,
Hey, man, when it rains, it pours, Bonner.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we
yeah,
down.
bro.
We
He
we,
He
we
done.
has
down. We're down to Bronny and Connect.
he has a grade 2 pectoral tear.
Hey, Hey, Big Art.
That's probably why he ain't been shooting as well. That's probably why he been making the weak, soft passes that look like he ain't got nothing behind him. And we just talking about the Lakers' inability to sit their players when they need to be set, and not noticing that, hey, you know what, you might be a player away from, hey, a grade 2 hamstring injury. Come on, man. What up, Lane?
Hey, Art, I saw during the blowout game, I saw Austin grabbing his midsection at several times throughout the game. Like when he would go back on defense, he would just be grabbing that. And I thought there's something not right. And they said it's his oblique, that oblique muscle.
Yeah.
It's the oblique. And I saw him earlier in the game just kind of grabbing at it, but playing. And I swear, I believe I saw Luka favoring his hamstring well before the third quarter. But in any case, these two dudes, when they say,
hey, Blaine, hold on. So, do you think Austin was hurt that game, or like with an elbow or something? Because somebody got to tell me something. How did he get hurt?
He had a wrist injury first. That oblique is new, but he had a wrist injury. That's why he was shooting back.
Okay, so tell me about the oblique, because
the oblique injury, I believe, it's the kind of thing that can happen if your body just twists. If you're twisting on a basketball court and your body twists and all the muscles in that core area of your oblique and abs and all that don't move together, you can get a sprain. And I just think that's what happened. I don't think it was an impact injury, Art. I don't think there was any impact that caused it, just like I don't think that Luka's was an impact injury. It just pulled the hamstring. You pull muscles. I've done it all my life in sports, playing where I strain a muscle, maybe a calf or.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate that. Right there. I'm going to go back in order. Michael Marlon, you ready, bro? You said you needed 2 minutes.
Yeah, what's up?
All right. We going to go around. I asked Nico, KJ, I'm going to ask you and Bonner, and then Blaine. Tell people how you feel, man. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up stuff. So we had high expectations. How you feeling now, bro?
I'm real disappointed in the injury. Like KJ said, it seems like this is kind of like, what do you call it? Like a pattern that we're starting to see now with some of our players getting injured. I don't like that. You have to call it out and be honest about it. And I have little faith that we'll beat anybody in the first round now. I just got to be honest about it. Like, very little faith. And yeah, that's about it for the first question. What was the other question?
Yeah, the other question was like, what percentage do you give Brian to like turn it up and getting us a few rounds, man? Come on, man. Give me something. Give me something, bro.
That nigga gonna blow a gasket. Yeah, that nigga gonna blow a gasket.
I'm gonna go with what KJ said earlier, bro. He got a quarter. Ooh, hot quarter.
Man. Oh
yeah,
my God.
hot quarter.
Hey, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that first half against the Nuggets? That nigga dropped 40. That nigga ain't scored. It's gonna be just like that, bro. It's gonna be just like that.
All I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta give me something. But Mike, I appreciate that, bro. We can definitely go and make sure we get back to that topic. P-Bonner, what's good with the brother, man? Tell the people how you feel after found out the latest news about Austin Reeves plus Luka, man.
I mean, if I'm being real, obviously you wish those two players to get well. It's infuriating. It's almost I'm at a loss for words, bro. I'm just really for this offseason, I just really want the Lakers to retool everything with this roster. Obviously, we know that we got Luka for the long run. I feel like we really got to make sure we set him up properly with the correct players around him. So right now, everything should be really focused on what are we going to do in the off season? How are we really going to move forward with what kind of roster? And I'm not gonna go that far, but it's something I really want to say. But I'll wait till the season done with before.
It's okay, Bonner. I know what you want to say.
Yeah, you
You
know,
better,
just
you better not sign Austin. You motherfuckers better not sign Austin.
Exactly.
What
I know
is
you want to say it. That toe
and
injury last year.
well, yeah, but yeah, that was part of it. But honestly, on another note, I'm looking at JJ for next year. Like that's a little prove it season for him. I'm really, bro. If I'm being, I think I said it before. I would really be okay with going ahead and go forward with since a new ownership. Uh, what they trying to go down a new path. I would be okay with them going ahead and going with a new coach, and then also with the Austin Reeves thing. At this point, I'm looking like durability, and I don't want to I don't want to set us back as an organization by paying that much money to him. And again, I always have to preface it by saying this: no one is saying Austin. Well, me, I'm not saying Austin Reeves is a bad NBA player. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be in the league. I just right now for the skill set that Luka Doncic needs around him and the type of player that he needs around him, and looking at scaling the whole league and what they got going on, you got to get athletic. You got to get bench players. It's just a lot that the Lakers need right now. They had a hot run in the March. Don't get me wrong, and that was promising, but still, as far as like being a championship contender, I don't know if that was really there. And then for your second question regarding the Lakers winning around and LeBron, the Lakers are cooked. I'm sorry. It's just no other way to put it. And I don't expect Brian to just go out and put in no Herculean effort to try to get him a first round. It's just so much, man. They were already a depleted roster. Then you lose two of your biggest guys. And now you're looking at what I think possibility of Houston and Minnesota in the first round. I just think at that point it's just that depth that will come into play, and you don't want to LeBron to overexert himself, and then he possibly be out or hurt himself. So yeah, man, it's just a lot of question marks when it comes to this team. I'm already settled. I know what I want to see in this organization moving forward, and I'm mad, man. Come on, man. Really?
Hey, Bonner, the Rockets and the Timberwolves are licking their chops right now, bro.
Yeah, man. It's
They're
just
like, please give us the Lakers.
it's unfortunate, man. But yeah, that's all I got regarding that, man. I'm actually surprised. I went to sleep, woke up, and I'm seeing this. So you gotta imagine this is a shock to me, bro. Wow.
Go back to sleep, Bonner. Maybe you'll wake up with some better news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Earlier, we was discussing. I ain't gonna say blame, but what it reminded us of. I said Chris Paul always having hamstring injuries around playoff time, in playoff time, at the worst damn time. If Luka get his exception to the 65 game rule, he'll have his seventh first team All NBA.
Yeah.
Where you see his future going, man? Because if it's Chris Paul, bro, I ain't going.
It's James Harden.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I mean, I just hit it, and again, it's kind of hard having these conversations because people take it out of context when you say stuff about it. But I mean, it's a concern. Those lower leg extremities, those issues that he keep having. I mean, it's a serious concern, and I got to be real with you. I was talking to my brother like 2 or 3 days ago. One thing that he questioned, he was like, "Dang, man, Luka might have a short prime." And he said, "You got a lot of Lakers fans that got to, be realistic with themselves regarding that." And I didn't put too much stock into it, but obviously the hamstring injury happened literally after I talked to him, and I don't know, it's just concerning. But again, he's just such a talented player, and you hoping that that's where this roster construction is going to be a crucial role, and that if you put the correct players around him, you won't need him to overexert himself or kind of play at a play 100 at all times or whatever, and you able to like rest them, like y'all heard y'all mentioning, rest them during some games, late in games. You don't need them to play all the way down to the wire some games. So again, it's really gonna be about this organization and what they do as far as like Luka. But yeah, I mean, it's cause for concern. That's a real concern. So that's it,
Yeah,
bro.
most definitely. Most definitely. Great take as usual, bottom man. I appreciate that. Blaine, you next, man. Tell the people how you feeling, man. We lost two of our three best players, and we got tough sledding. I'm pretty sure you would rather face, or I would rather face the T-Wolves. If I had to be honest with you, I won't. So, Blaine, tell the people how you feel, man. What's going on with you?
Okay, I'm really upset with JJ Redick because I said going into this a long time ago that none of the stars should be in this game. This game was not a game that any of these guys should have been in. We should have been playing. We had a great March, okay, and they talked for years about load management. Load management is there partly to prevent injuries. After you have a run like we had in March, and we were the best team in the NBA in March. I don't care what anybody says. We were the best team in March. After that, you going into OKC, the best team from last year championship, the favorite to win this championship. What are you doing starting LeBron, Luka, and Reeves and these guys like that and Ayton? Why are you starting any of these guys? None of these guys should have started on the road against the Thunder. That I kept saying, I said, don't do it. Give them the night off. We're going to play them again at home. We'll use our starters then and see what happens. But look what happened. Redick, like a fool, plays these dudes after a month they had. When you're exhausted like they had to have been, you're more likely to get an injury. I'm not that surprised Luka got that injury or that Reaves got that injury after all the playing, all the super games they had. I'm just glad LeBron didn't get one, you know? So I'm mad at JJ Redick. I hold the blowout against him. Who would have cared if they blew out our second unit or third unit? Dalton Connect and Bronny and them guys should have started this game. Art. That's my anger there. Now, since they're out, we've got to figure out what's a lineup now to finish out the season. We can't just say, well, it's all done. We don't give up like that. We're Lakers. So we need to figure out, okay, Ayton's going to start. We still got Vando. There's no point in everybody saying bad things about Ayton and Vando. And I think Marcus Smart's better now, so hopefully he's back. There's no reason in ridiculing these guys. These are our guys now. Smart, Vando, Jackson Hayes. You know, we got to go with them. And that's the guys we got to count on to finish this season out so that we can hang on to the third seed. And then they might also then have to be the same guys that take us into the first round because we don't know if these guys are going to be able to come back in the playoffs yet. There's a chance they won't, but we don't know that yet. But we got to assume we've played all season. We're not going to give up now, regardless.
Agreed.
It don't matter if you give up or not. It's the inevitable, bro. And I think it's unfair to ask a 41-year-old to carry, bro.
I didn't ask. I told you about Ayton.
Yeah.
I told you about Ayton and
on.
Smart.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now, when it comes to somebody asking, you know what I'm saying? Nobody had to ask him. He's playing. He's a player. He gets paid. Right.
No, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean like literally
What
ask
do
him.
you
I'm saying
explain it to me then? Because I keep hearing people say you can't ask LeBron at 41 to carry you, but if he signs on the dotted line and the two out of the three best players happen to get hurt, do you want him to just fold?
No, it's not about folding. My problem, it isn't literal, bro. It's not a literal thing when I say ass. My problem is that you're too young. You see, that's the issue that a lot of people are not thinking about. It's not about the two best players being out. It is, but it's also about your two youngest players. LeBron had sciatica in the beginning of the season. Y'all be the niggas that want this nigga to continue his career and come back next year. If he get hurt, just like last year, I remember what happened to that nigga. He got hurt in that Minnesota series, and he couldn't actually train in the offseason, and he missed the first half of the season. So I'm saying, like, if he plays 40 minutes a night in the playoffs and he gets hurt again at 41 years old, there's no guarantee that he comes back next year in the offseason actually healthy. Like, y'all, he might retire. Like, bro, if he gets a serious injury in the playoffs, he might be forced to retire. That's the realistic thing.
I totally understand that. That's part of the game. Y'all
I
know
get it. That's
y'all
what I'm saying.
y'all
Is like
know
you have to depend on him for that.
yeah, y'all know I understand more than most about niggas getting injured and getting hurt, right? But one thing I am gonna say is that I thought this whole year, you know what I'm saying, Brian, the plan for Brian was for him to get as much rest as possible, play less minutes as possible, don't have to carry the load for as much as possible, so we can get as fresh as possible Brian for the playoffs. That Brian that we were going to get in the playoffs, say the two niggas was healthy, right, was going to be better than the Brian that we seen in the regular season, right?
Yeah,
No
I agree.
guarantee. No guarantee
Yeah,
though.
I can agree with that. I think Brian
Yeah.
elevates in the offseason. I mean the
Yeah.
postseason. So I agree.
Whether a little or a lot, Mike, you know what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying?
That's
AJ,
what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
I
right?
think that's still predicated on your two of your best
Exactly.
players being healthy, though. I mean, that when it all counts, comes down to it. Yes, there's a level that I believe LeBron could go to, and I have no doubt about that. But also the plan of him elevating and possibly being one, and already the argument of him being the best third role player, best third player on your team in history, him elevating as that in that aspect. But again, someone mentioned it earlier. We seen what happens when Brian gives it all. Then you're gonna get spurts of him just tired. And I mean, again, he's a very athletic person. He's special and gifted athletically as a 41-year-old. But at the end of the day, he's a 41-year-old. And then also you're looking at the complementing pieces around him too. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, Rui, Luke Kennard, and some of those other guys. So you're asking LeBron James, a 41-year-old, to do a lot. And of
I
course,
don't wanna hurt nobody's feelings, bro. But I got
yeah,
something to say.
yeah.
I got to be the first person to say his name,
Who?
Bronny. Bronny.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's gonna, but
All
he's
right,
gonna
all
get
right,
some
hey,
real
all right, he
minutes.
wrong as hell,
He's
boy.
going
He
to
wrong as
get
hell, all right. He
minutes.
wrong as hell, all right.
He's I mean, look
Come
at it
on, all right.
around him, and I don't think it's necessarily about giving up. I think with me, what I've transitioned to over the last years, it's just calling it what it is, bro. It's just being real, and they will be I don't know, they will be pressed and very. It's a hard task to take on a complete Timberwolves or complete Rockets, even with their shortcomings.
Man, they would
Um,
lose to any of the other teams too. Like, bro, if they played the
yeah,
Blazers, they would lose. If they played the
it
Suns, they would lose. It don't matter.
and that's where I think that depth comes into play. This, I don't know, I don't know.
You
So
don't
yeah,
have any
man,
confidence. You don't have any confidence in Smart
Bro,
and Rui and Jackson Hayes. You
it's
have no
not about
confidence in Vando.
it's not about having confidence. It's just knowing our personnel. And I know our personnel well enough. I've watched this same personnel, the same group of people, kind of. I mean, going on like 4 or 5 years almost, and just knowing what they can do, and that's it.
Yep, and I'll piggyback on Bonner's thing. You're our top two scorers, Austin Reeves and Luka. They average about say 50 points per game. Who do you
More
expect
like
Rui
60.
to? Yeah, exactly. Who do you expect Rui to come in there and drop 30 every game?
No,
Do
no,
you
I
ex-
didn't. I
don't?
didn't say one person.
No.
bro,
Because
Hold
they
on, hold
don't
on,
have,
hold on. You're expecting Aiton to go in there and um, average 25.
I've been saying all year he should take a minimum of 20 shots a game. I've been
He
saying that all
he
year.
can't
But
catch
but
the
That's
ball.
crazy. That's crazy.
Blaine, Aiden is not that guy. He's proven to
Who's
you. He
that guy?
showed you. He showed you throughout the season. He's not that guy. He's too emotional. He's too emotional. He even if he gets the ball, when he does get the ball, it's only alley-oops and stuff. Are you? He has no post play. What are you all of a sudden you want him to turn into Tim Duncan? That's not
No,
his
I
game.
don't expect that. I expect him to play with Vando and
Yeah, who's gonna be
also
okay?
Vando
Okay,
is
who? Okay,
not
who's gonna set?
playable.
Who's setting Aiden up? Because if you notice,
Mark,
the
Marcus
only people who
Smart.
say who's saying that Marcus Morris is not gonna set him up all the time. Are you serious, Blaine?
No,
Are you serious?
what about Luke Kennard?
Bro, Luka Doncic is a spot up shooter. He cannot
I
play
know
on
Luke
ball,
Kennard. I
bro.
know.
You're
We
saying he
lost our
can't
off.
line up.
We lost our. Nobody's setting up Aiden to get 20 to make 20 shots. That is not Reeves and Luka. Braun
Are
can
you
do it to a certain
serious?
extent, but that's about it.
Bro, do we not watch basketball, bro? Like, I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not
That,
trying to be rude, but I'll just say this, bro. And this all I'll say. I'll let y'all go. I'll just say this, bro. What's about to happen is really bad because I'm a LeBron fan. They finna kill Bron, bro, and I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, they gonna have Jake LaRavia, Vando, and Marcus Smart on the court with Aiton. And you know what's gonna happen?
Bruh.
They're gonna blitz
yeah.
this old nigga, right? He gonna be fumbling the ball. He gonna be fumbling the ball. They gonna blitz him. They gonna put their best defenders on him because they not gonna be able to guard Luca and AR. They gonna have their best primary defender on Bron. They gonna press him full court. He gonna be out of breath. He gonna be losing the ball, and they're gonna be forcing Vando to brick threes from the corner and Laravia to big threes from the corner. And DeAndre Ayton gonna drop all the passes that Bron gonna give to him, and they're gonna trap them the whole game. And at the half, it's gonna be like 20-57, just like OKC. We got spanked with the bottom niggas with Luca and AR. You know what they're gonna do with Braun being the primary ball handler? And don't get me started when Braun go to the bench. Do y'all understand who's subbing in for Braun? His son,
Bronny.
nigga.
And you just seen in that last game, he couldn't even bring the ball. Come on, y'all. We watch the games.
Luca
We
couldn't
know.
even get past them
Yeah.
niggas. How y'all think Braun gonna get past them niggas? Luca
We
can't even
About
get past them.
OKC. You're talking about
Bro,
OKC.
there's teams with just as good defense. You don't, bro. You did you see what the Timberwolves did to them last year with Luca and AR? Do you know what they're
Yeah.
gonna
Hey,
do with just
hey,
Braun?
who do we have a better chance against, y'all? The
Houston.
Rockets or
Nobody.
I'm
Houston.
just no nigga. Answer the question, Mike.
The Rockets,
Nobody, man.
the Rockets. You have a better chance against the
I
Rockets.
think the
The Rockets, to be
Rockets.
honest.
We
Yes, the
all
Rockets.
agree it's Houston, Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
With,
ain't got
with,
no
with,
ball
with-
handler.
yeah. And
That's gonna be nasty, though.
their late game execution isn't really there. But again, like KJ had mentioned that those defenders that Luca and Reeves are going to see now you get them on other players,
Oh, it's gonna be
and
nasty. Amen Thompson
yeah,
gonna be picking up Bron full court, and it's gonna be real nasty. And niggas gonna be
What?
trying to blame Bron in the media. They gonna say, "Look, this nigga, look at him. I told y'all." Like I hate that because it's gonna be because niggas aren't fair with Bron. They gonna find any reason to criticize this nigga. So it's gonna look real bad, even though we both know what happened. Just like in 2015 when he lost Kyrie and K Love, it's gonna be the same thing. Even though he old, they still gonna try to hold him to that standard. And that's why I tell niggas like 444 to stop saying this nigga the best player on the team. Because if he the best player on the team, he go out there and score under 10 points and the Lakers lose by 50, they're gonna hold it against him. But now niggas like 444 gonna actually see. Everybody that's saying the offense won better with Bron, Luca this and that, Reeves this and that. Bron should be the number one. Y'all gonna see what happens when he the number one. That's all I
Are
gotta
you
say.
seriously saying that Luca and Reeves are the two best ball handlers we've got on the
Yeah,
team?
duh. You
Yes,
know
that's
what?
what he's saying.
Oh my God. Okay.
Why are you appalled by the truth?
I'm
we
not
all
appalled
we
by the truth. I just am not sure that Luca and Reeves are the
How,
best two ball handlers.
what?
Who is the Marcus Smart?
Smart can handle the ball well.
He's
Then
not better than Luca or Reeves.
Who
So what
is
are we
it
talking
then?
about?
but the key word there is the best. He's not one of the best ball handlers on his team. It is by far. Again, we watch these games. If you've been listening on Art Stream, Bang post games, we watch these games, so we know well enough who are the best ball handlers on his team. Who initiates the offense? It's Luca. It's Reeves. One and two. Now they're out. Now you're asking Bron at his old age, 41, to be that primary ball handler. Marcus Smart, again, there's questions. His defense, phenomenal. It has been great, even at this age and some of the injuries he sustained. But he's always been someone who you question his decision making with the ball. And now you're going to be playing him extended minutes. So, yes.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? If Bron and Smart are now our two best ball handlers, who would be the third best? Kennard, Bronny, or
LeBron's
Kennard?
son. LeBron's son.
Okay. All
Or
right, then.
Nick Smith Jr. I think
Nick
Nick
Smith
Smith.
Jr., can he handle the ball?
Yeah,
He's on the
he
team?
can
Oh,
handle.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
on the
I
team.
think he's on the team. Or Kobe Buffkin, one of them. Those are the only other guards that you have.
No, Nick Smith Jr. Can't play.
Okay, Kobe Buffkin. I know they signed him, so maybe him.
Yeah,
One of them's on the
Buffkin,
team,
but
yeah.
I've never seen this nigga play before in my life.
Unfortunately, you
Has anybody
can't
ever seen
ask
him play?
Vando to bring the ball up.
You said who? Art Buffkin?
Yeah, has anybody seen him play before?
Yeah, he's played Art. It's been limited minutes. It really hasn't been like long periods of time. But yeah, he's played. I think he's
Yeah.
one of the guys that have like the fro, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
6'5".
Hey, Bonner, I think at this point, like I said earlier, I think it's not about having our best chance at this point. Just get those guys in there, get them playoff experience, let them see what they've got.
Yeah,
Buffkin, Nick Smith Jr., and I guess Bronny and stuff, and Adu Thero. You're drafting them high. Let's see what these guys can do. Give them some playoff experience. Give them some chemistry. Get out there in the grind and try to develop them the best they can. And the good thing is that they don't have film. They don't have a lot of film on those guys, so it might work at some kind of advantage.
No, it won't, bro. It's gonna be
They're
so
gonna
bad. Y'all
have
gotta
a
understand, bro.
stars
It's
ball
national
game.
televised games, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Stars,
It's going to be bad, but like I said, at this point, you have nothing to lose. Just play those guys. Develop them.
What if Bronny come through and have 30, bro? They're gonna be like a
No,
star.
stop. I'm going to stop you right there.
Bro,
Right?
if they start ripping Bronny and dunking on that nigga, you know the narratives they gonna have about that nigga.
yeah.
Hey, but what if he come out and hit his threes, bro? Hey, make his leg ups.
I mean, we'll take it. We already know Art. That's a plus. I mean, we'll take that. But I mean, it didn't really look too promising against that first unit. And I know
JJ
it's OKC,
trash.
so yeah.
He trash for doing that to him. He put Bronny on Case. He had Case and Wallace guarding Bronny, bro. They
Yeah,
trash
bro.
for that,
That
bro.
was wild.
Hey,
I don't know if y'all talked, but I know Blaine hit on a little bit. The players had to play that game, y'all. I get they've been playing. They had a day off. That's a marquee matchup. Going in, you wanted the measuring stick, so you had to play those players, especially your starters and stuff. That's not a game you can sit out and try to give a team rest. So I just disagree with that.
They would have got fined by the league if they said all their
Yeah, you
players
can't do that, bro.
It's load management, man.
No, it's
You
not.
can't do that with.
They just played the Pacers, Nets, and Wizards. They should have low managed them, but they couldn't blow them out.
We went like 16-2 or something in March. We were playing like
But Blaine, you hadn't beat them in a year. Blaine, you hadn't beat OKC in a year. Are you okay with just throwing that game again?
Yeah, because we're going to beat. We could have. I told you we got them back at home, and we'd be rested.
But you hadn't beat them in a year.
Hey, same thing happened last year when we beat them. We had a game in between, and we set everybody for that second game against OKC. I want to say they did too, and we lost.
Nah, it was because Luka got kicked out. They was winning. They was going to win both of them, but Luka got kicked out the last minute.
Well, we won. It was 2 games at the end of the season, right? We won one of them games. I think it was the first one.
Yeah, and the second one, Luka got kicked out, and we was winning. Like they was finna win.
But also to note too that that's team when we beat them that time that's not the same OKC. They've been elevated as a ball club, so it's a different ball club.
Not even
But
that.
they
It's about
serious.
matchups. Like I think
Yeah.
they would lose to OKC, but certain teams that they might have a better chance with. See, that was my hope. My hope was that they ended up playing the Spurs. Because if y'all saw that game today, like y'all can see that the Spurs they still inexperienced, and while they're really good and they're talented, my hope was just get the Spurs. Like I was hoping that maybe the Spurs got OKC out of here somehow, or then we found a way to make it some way, and we got good matchups. But now it's like you just got to be realistic, and it's tough.
So let me. Art, I ain't hear what do you want to see this team do in the off season, Art? I ain't get I came on late, woke up late, whatever. But what do you want to see us do as a ball club this off season? What are you looking to improve at? And there's some tough decisions that got to be made. So what do you want to see?
We was discussing earlier just the opportunities that's in front of us. There's no stars or nothing unless some trade. We was talking about Rob Pelinka being a big game hunter, trying to, pull trades out of nowhere. But if that don't happen, it's more or less pick the right guys. You're gonna have some money to spend. You're gonna have a hard decision with Austin because I've always told y'all I like Austin. I think he could poop, but I just don't think the fit is not going to work with Luka. And that's my stance going into the offseason. And if I was Rob Pelinka, I would try to let Austin test the waters a little bit. Now, if he going to give us some stupid hometown discount like $22 million a year, then I'll bench him if the fit ain't fitting. You know what I'm saying? And I'll sign him. But if he can get some more money somewhere else, I might go ahead and push him towards them, and then just try to pick the right kind of centers to play with Luka. I wouldn't mind seeing a huge front court as far as like two bigs, but one of them is hella athletic. You know what I'm saying? Say we was to start DeAndre Jordan and Jackson Hayes, but somebody who's way better and can shoot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who that four gonna be, but we gotta have super big athletic in our front court, bro. Super
They need
big,
to get Laurie
small,
Markkinen.
7 footers.
Can we get
Go ahead.
can we get Joker?
Joker said that
Absolutely
he's
not.
staying where he's staying. Joker probably said he got like 2 or 3 more years in the league, and he'll go be with his horses. But then I would try to get as many 6'8" to 6'9" small forwards that I can. I would definitely try to copy what OKC is doing because if Luka can produce at the rate, say, I'm gonna say it like Shea can, if not more, it seems like if we can get somebody to match, because you always go towards the top, you know what I'm saying? You always aim at the top, you know what I'm saying? And they the top. So
Yeah.
when we won in 2020, niggas start making their teams like ours. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm all for it. We got to pick the right guys about it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll
And I don't
never happen,
necessarily.
bro. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say with that, because if you look at OKC, some of those guys, you know what? I take that back. They do got to go for those winged players because I was gonna say, just if you look at OKC players, like some of those guys, like defensively, they're just scrappy guys. Lou Dort, the Wallace, who else? A few of them. They're not.
So
They're not like it's. They're 6'7", 6'8". They're about 6'4", 6'5", but they're scrappy defenders and they're athletic. Um, I feel like the Lakers can go sort of that route, but just going off of years prior, yeah, I think they should shoot for those tall defenders and tall archetype players, just so they're not settling with some guards or whatever. But yeah, man, it just they gotta do the right thing, and we really need Mark Walter to go ahead and step in with his staff and help out Rob Pelinka because, like me and I know a few others, there's no confidence with Rob Pelinka as far as like what he can
I
do.
gotta go.
Yeah,
What about getting somebody like Isaiah Joe?
He's a shooter. He doesn't. He's not even. He's an okay defender, but you need somebody who can defend. You got Luke Kennard for that. To be honest, Isaiah Joe is just a shooter.
I mean, the ball handling should be handled by Luka, and if Austin was to come back, see, that's what's killing me. Right? I want to. If I can get Austin to come off the bench, that'd be amazing because I will put a defensive 6'7" two guard in there who can hit threes, like a Tim
It's not
Hardaway Jr.
happening.
or somebody, bro. That'd be my start. My best starting two guard next to Luka, man. And I have a 6'9" small forward who could possibly do more than just catch and shoot or just, you know what I'm saying, play defense and shoot threes, put the ball on the
Yeah.
ground, or, you know what I'm saying, do some other things, but is also a good two-way player. I would just
Yeah.
stack many two-way players as I can together and let Luka keep averaging 40 points a game, bro, because anybody else, we hold teams to 110 points a game, we can win a lot of games.
Yeah.
It's
Yo, Art,
hard, bro.
question. You said like if Reeves were to come off the bench, is that how you feel about Reeves with Luka as the star on this team moving forward? Reeves should come off the bench.
Okay, yeah, because like I said earlier about Rob Palinka, you got to make a hard decision, and that's the hard decision that you got to make because two things can't be true, right? You can't have it on one hand where you can make your team just like he had in Dallas because it works. Austin wasn't who was the prototype on that Dallas team that was Austin. It wasn't Kyrie Irving. I swear to God, it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Maybe a
You
Jalen
can't have it
Brunson year.
both
Maybe I
ways.
don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
That was the year before. That wasn't when he made it to
Yeah.
the finals.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving won on that finals run team.
No,
No,
he
he's talking
was,
about
but
No,
he
he's talking
said
Jalen
about
Jalen
Brunson.
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 Brunson, yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But he
It's
could be
gonna be
Kyrie.
hard, bro. It's gonna be hard because I'll say this, bro. There's a real possibility that Luka never wins the championship, and it might not even be his fault. I just feel like if you look at the team, like a Detroit, right? Detroit, if you traded Cade Cunningham for Luka, they'll probably win the championship. Because that's the team that Luka need. You need a
Yeah.
Jalen Duren. You need all them a Sword Thompson. Like you need those players. The problem is that those players are not going to be in free agency because the teams want to retain those players. You got to
Yeah.
draft those players. And the problem is we drafted Dalton Connect, Jalen Hood Shafino, and I hope Adu Thero works out. But honestly, he just looks like a run and dunk guy who's underdeveloped right now. So you keep missing on
And,
these draft picks, and it's like, man, like that's 3 draft picks.
yeah, and even a dude Thero, he's had his problems with his legs. Another player who's keep having leg injuries or whatever going on. But yeah, man, it has to be that type of arc. I agree with you, Art. And again, that's not saying the one is a good basketball player. They don't deserve to be in the league. But again, I want to win a championship. I want to go long, and make deep playoff runs. And I mean, it just got to be done. I'm sorry, it has to.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
because I see the players coming. Like I've been watching the Final Four games all day today, and
Hmm.
just it's a dude on Michigan. I watched the Elite Eight when he was in the Elite Eight, bro. I'm like, I wish we could draft him, bro. I can't think of his name, but I think his number like 13 or something.
You said
Man, the
Michigan.
Lakers won't draft who you want.
Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
He's like 6'8", 6'9". He put the ball on the ground. He play defense and he can shoot. And I watch him destroy a team. I'm just like, oh yeah, them the kind of
Yeah.
young players I want to see drafted.
Hmm.
But he
But
want to probably.
didn't they hire the person that's supposed to be like consultant as far as like who they draft now or help out in the department from Virginia? What was the Virginia guy they hired that's supposed to help out? I guess with the drafting and all that.
Yeah,
I forgot his
he's
name.
like the scouting. He's like going to run the scouting department.
Yeah.
So
So
that's impactful. You know what I'm saying? If Rob Palinka listen,
yeah. Yeah.
Who's Tony Bennett? Is there a guy named Tony Bennett, Bonner?
I don't recall his name. I forgot at
Okay,
this
he's
time.
UVA coach.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that might be him then.
Tony Bennett, Art.
It sound familiar. Sound familiar. You know, they say Myers, not Myers, but yeah, Bob Myers go real deep into like the front offices and stuff like that, bro. So it's gonna be a lot of people compared to what we used to over here in Lakeland, bro. If they plan is to keep AR, they would need to sign up the players they need first. Yeah, Judah. I explained that to my listeners already. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta have people have Brian. Um, I don't know about Rory. Definitely Luke Kennard and Austin. Brian, Austin, Luke Kennard. Had them three players sit on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? You got their bird rights. You can still sign them once you go over the cap. And then just go sign the players that we need, bro. That's how we're going to have about 80, $90 million to spend. Uh, but the team is going to look, it could look real different or it could look a little different. And the reason I say that is because the player options that Rob Lincoln like to give out.
Yeah.
Just because he gave out these three player options, we got Marcus Smart, which could be a good thing. Aiden, I don't know about that. Nobody else was willing to get a nigga player option, but we did, and we signed Jack LaRavia to a 2-year deal, and two rookies that's on the roster, Bronny and Thero.
Yeah.
So that's what 5-6 players right there already. You only get 15.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And if you add the three that's sitting on the sideline waiting for that, that's another 8. So you're gonna have to sign about a good 5 players, bro. 5 to 6 players. Some
weak
starters,
free
some off the
agency.
bench, but you gotta make sure that we are 10 to 11 deep and we are good at every position, bro.
But Art, this is like a weak free agency.
Yeah, it is.
So we're not going to judge him for saving up cap space in a weak free agency.
That's why you make moves and you got to make moves during the season to prepare you for free agency. All he did was get Luka Doncic. He should have got off some of them contracts like Rui. Like if you're gonna let Rui walk, you should have got something for him.
Yeah.
This is a setup. I'm telling you, man.
No, they better not bring both. They can't bring both of them back, Mike, bro. They can't bring Rui and Austin back.
What are
Rui
they
is so
gonna do, Art?
pointless,
They're gonna
bro.
bring
Because it's
back
like
Rui. They're gonna bring back Austin. They're gonna bring back what's his name, Marcus Smart, Aiden, all of them.
you can
Because
just
who
bring
they
back
gonna
Marcus
get?
Smart.
Who they
Marcus
gonna?
Smart
Art, the
old and
best
injured
free agents
strong.
is like Bron
Yeah,
and Austin
man.
Reeves. Who they gonna get, bro?
You better not bring Marcus Smart back, bro.
It's wow.
You need
It,
young athletic defenders. This nigga broken down.
yeah,
Bro,
yes.
he had to make trades, bro. I guess he like we get more picks this offseason, but yo, trades is gonna have to happen, or we're not signing no
You
great
gotta
players.
overpay for a restricted free agent. That's the only way. You gotta give Walker Kessler 30 million.
Exactly.
Get
You
that
have to
nigga
give
30
out a
million.
bad contract to get one of these guys you actually want, pretty much.
Hey, so what about Jared Allen as a free agent?
They're
You
gonna
don't think the
resign
Cavs want to
him.
bring him back?
They're gonna resign.
I don't know, but
I,
if
I,
he's a free agent, he's
Then
probably
they'll
gonna.
let him
If he
go.
hasn't signed nothing by now, he's probably gonna listen to offers. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, but then like the Cavs are gonna match. If you don't want to overpay, the Cavs are gonna match. That's how it goes, man.
Cavs might be in money problems like who was it? Golden State was. They had to get rid of players because they ain't got no money to
They
pay
are.
anybody.
They're gonna let what's his name they got from the Kings walk. The nigga that we
Ke-
wanted with the
Keon
dreads.
Ellis.
Yeah, they gonna let him walk probably. They can't keep all them guys.
Yeah.
Schroeder, they gonna let
My,
Schroeder walk.
my Look, my only thing with the Jared Allen is I would really like to see how he plays this postseason. It's just been like 2 or 3 postseasons when he becomes a shell of himself. Like I don't know what happens. I think he is an upgrade, especially over DeAndre Ayton, who can't catch an open pass. But
He's a better Aiton. He chokes. Like, he's soft. Like, he gets bullied every year in the playoffs. Like, Aiton just
yeah,
outplayed
that's
him, bro. Well,
yeah,
they
that's
played good. They both played good, but Aiton damn near outplayed him.
Nah, he was giving Aiden the business. He hit every little baby hook that nigga took.
Hey, Aiden was cooking his ass too back, though.
yeah.
Yeah, for like 3 minutes. I watched that game. I'm like, he cooking him. No, he ain't. But yeah, I don't know. I would. To me, that falls into the plan I said earlier about getting bigger front court for Luka. You know what I'm saying? That he covers everything we need. He's a rebounder. He's a live threat. He plays defense and he's a rim protector. You know what I'm saying? That's why people like that dynamic between him and Evan Mobley. But if Evan Mobley ain't gonna live up to the hype, then I don't know.
I
You
could
get
fix I
somebody.
could fix this team in 2 minutes, and I'm gonna tell you how real quick. So
Let me
we
hear
all
it.
know that the Jazz is gonna get probably AJ because that's just how it works. The Jazz got Ace Bailey, they got Keontae George, they just got Jaren Jackson, and they got Walker Kessler. Eventually, they're gonna have to let Lloyd Markkinen go because they
Mm-hmm.
got Ace Bailey and they're gonna get another pick. They probably gonna get either Boozer or AJ. So they're gonna have to let Lloyd Markkinen go. What I would do is they've been wanting Austin Reeves for a long time. They need another guard. I would trade Austin Reeves. I'll sign Austin Reeves to a good deal. Trade him for Lloyd Markkinen. That's your four. And then I'll go out in the off season, try to get me a decent center, just a center to play defense, the center that don't have to be super skilled because you got Lloyd Markkinen who's a 7-footer who can hit
Mm-hmm.
three, can do everything. And then you go out and you get another wing. You go out and get another wing to be a defender. So you just find some defensive pieces. And now you got Luka. You got all that size in the back. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about him and Reeves because you got a 7-footer that can do everything, spot up. You
Yeah.
need bruisers around them. So you got your two skilled players that are tall and can mismatch hunt. And now you got defenders around them. And now you got a big lineup that can contend with the Spurs,
Yeah.
OKC with Chet Holmgren, because Markkinen could look Chet Holmgren in the face and outplay him. Markkinen is a beast. Like, just because he on the Jazz, people don't watch him. That man be
Yeah.
getting 30, bro. So you
Yeah.
just go out and
Good
do
player.
something like that.
And I think you said like filling that in. I think that's where your Herb Jones that type of player come into play. Like
Yeah.
you're looking at the Herb Jones, bringing him in and stuff. So that would actually be good. It's just a matter of are they going
Because why go for
uh,
Giannis? Like, my thing is, if you
yeah,
can get Giannis, just go get Laurie. It makes more sense. The fit is
younger.
better.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It depends on
What
if
about
Giannis.
Andre
It
Drummond?
depends,
Bro, come
it
on,
depends
Come
bro.
on
on,
it.
man.
Hey, it
Well,
depends
Andre
on.
Drummond's a big center.
Niggas
It
is
depends on
sandstone, bro.
how. Oh, it depends on how Giannis would come over here and play. If Giannis was to come over here and actually play like a four and not have to play like a point guard like they be trying to have him do in Milwaukee, I think that's gonna be a better fit than what marketing is.
We saw
They
him in
Does
can't
his
build a
Dame. Like, we
team and
saw
get
him in
Giannis
Dame.
too,
It didn't
man.
work. Like, him and Dame didn't work for that same reason. He still wants to ball in his
That's
hands.
my point though. That's what made me say that, KJ. That's exactly what made me say that. If he would play like a four, he didn't play like a four. He was out there on the 3-point line, like, here, pass me the ball, Dang. You know what I'm saying?
but
That
my
worked.
only thing with that is even with Giannis and how extraordinary he is, and of course but he's been having a lot of injuries too. So
I
it's
go
especially
Lloyd, bro.
yeah, especially at the back end of his career, just like, do you want to risk that? And I mean, when's the last time he was healthy in the playoffs? Like,
A long time.
yeah, man, it's I don't know. I think you need to get younger. You need to get more reliable. Reliability should be on the top of the board. And
We need size and space, and Laurie give you
yeah,
that. He's 7'1", and he can space the floor. So you got that Chet Holmgren kind of thing, and you fill those guys in with defenders. You got to, like, it's not OKC obviously, but you can try to get as close as you can possibly get
yeah,
with a team like that. And then maybe you bring back Brian for the low. Like, if he want to come back, him, Laurie, like, and some defenders around Brian, he can run that second unit. Like, that'd be straight.
Who will be your two guard? Don't dip around the subject, nigga.
Oh no,
Austin
just
Reeves.
find any wing, like just find a defensive wing. He doesn't have to be some super ultra, because at the end of the day, Luka takes a lot of shots. Like honestly, bro, you don't need no high usage player next to Luka. You need like a Lou Dort. You could get Lou Dort. They're gonna let him go. They're gonna let Lou Dort or Hardenstein go. One of the two, because they can't pay all them guys. So honestly, if they let Lou Dort go, go get Lou Dort. Like I wouldn't mind paying for Lou Dort.
So what you doing with Austin?
Austin got to go. Austin got to go. Bro, if you get Lou Dort, you don't need Austin, bro. Like, no.
And I know this may be how much does well no, I think he just signed a contract, so he wouldn't work. I would be open to getting a Dylan Brooks type player.
I
Hey,
agree.
they
I
should do
agree,
that for
man.
sure.
I would be open to getting him.
Cold.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate Dylan Brooks, bro.
I would love him on the team though, or that would be.
I don't know.
And he has shown that he can get you at least 15, 20. He's improved significantly as an offensive player and then just being a defensive player. That right
He's
next to
better than
Luka.
Reeves. Like, he's just better than Reeves. Like, it's not even.
For sure. More heart and everything.
Yeah, somebody's right. Lou Dort's an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They
Yeah.
got too many. They're finna get a draft pick. Like, they might get the Clippers pick because the Clippers suck. So they might even get another guy. They got too many
No,
guys.
they
They
should
just
be
got
good.
McCain.
I think they should be good. The Clippers just got to make the playoffs, and I think they're good.
No, they suck right now.
Now, if they
You,
lose
hey,
twice,
hey, what do you think about? What
if
do you
they
guys think
lose
about Cameron
twice
Johnson?
and don't make the playoffs, then yeah, they're gonna lose that pick, which is insane. Go
But if
ahead,
the
Nico.
Thunder get a top pick, bro, oh my god.
Yeah, that's stupid. You said Andrew Wiggins, Nico. Who you say?
All right, who did I say?
You said Cameron Johnson?
Cameron
Cameron
Johnson.
Johnson's also an unrestricted.
He on
Yeah.
the Nuggets. The
You
Nuggets
talking about the
already
one from
signed
the
him.
Nuggets?
Yeah, Cam Johnson. Yeah.
I'm good. He's just I don't know what happened to him this season. Maybe it's just he could never find his role, but I don't know.
What about MPJ? Would y'all trade for MPJ?
Too much money, too much. Nah. 50 mil? Nah.
50 mil.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
hey,
makes a lot,
hey,
bro.
if for a defensive guy, Dante DiVincenzo is not bad.
Yeah.
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 He too
You can get
slow.
him
Man,
on
it's
the
hard,
cheapo.
bro.
You can get him on the cheapo too.
Y'all can get Tari Eason for cheap though, because the Rockets don't really. He's been up and down. Y'all can probably sell low on him, buy low on him, because he's been having an up and down season. Maybe he'll play better next to Luca with a point guard.
Is this somebody from one of these sad tanking teams who you like, man, if you get him in our system, like anybody from the Nets, is it
Yeah,
somebody that
the
you're
Wizards
like,
got a lot of players that are. They got the Wizards will be good. And me and Art was just talking about it. The Wizards gonna be end up being good in the next couple of years. But they got a lot of young players like Julian Champagne,
I was
his
just about to
brother.
say him. Yeah,
Yeah,
his
his
brother. I
Hey,
would.
brother is good
hey,
too.
what do you guys think about Derek Jones Jr.?
The
He might be
Clippers.
a year too late on him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's hurt. Yeah. Maybe Chris Dunn from the Clippers if they blow it
I,
up.
I actually like him as a. I think he would be good as a. I don't know about starting, but definitely he's the type of defender. Not a tall defender, but he's scrappy.
Would y'all
He
trade for Kawhi? If they blow it up and they say, but Kawhi's available, you know he got an investigation. If they
Oh
blow it
yeah,
up,
they might void his contract. He's going to become a free agent this summer.
You said why? Kawhi?
yeah,
Yeah,
he been
they,
hooping, bro. He been
yeah,
hooping
He
since
they're
the
gonna
has
injury.
he
they're gonna void his contract because of all the scandal, bet you, and then become a free agent.
he is having the best career. I mean, the best year of his career. Go ahead.
Man, if you was able to get Cole, I know people don't like him or whatever, and I
He
know the
nice as
injury is a
hell.
concern, but man, Kawhi Leonard next to my God, you in the game.
Him and Luca with another
But
defender.
Bonner, how much are you paying?
I know that's the thing. I don't
How
know.
much? That's the thing too, man. He's gonna want money
If you're gonna give
because
Reeves 40 million, you might as well give Luca. I mean, you might as well give Kawhi 50, bro. That's the gap. If you're gonna give Reeves 40, give Kawhi 50. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
well, if you're gonna give Reeves the 40, then you can give Kawhi the 40. Yeah, that makes sense.
Art, where you at on that? You if he becomes free available, you good with Kawhi?
Um, I would probably say yeah, because we got him after all the BS. Because if you think about it, if we was a different kind of franchise, if we was like a Clipper kind of franchise, that could have been us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Man, and
saying?
he is a good player, man. I know when he plays, man, he's that's
He's a
he
that'll
fills
killer,
the
put
need.
bro.
yeah,
I would
I'm
man.
pass.
not.
I
He
would
fills
Killer,
the
pass.
bro.
need, and when we get to the point of trying to build this roster in this off season, that's a big chunk of money because he's gonna be like, well, they took my money from me. Yeah, I got to give it to me. He's gonna be that
Oh,
arrogant since
It
he
makes
what
can't
it
do you guys
ask
think
for
easier.
about
nothing.
what do you guys think about Gary Trent Jr.?
Nah, too
You're
late.
too late.
Too late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another year too late. Yep.
Well, he's 28 only.
He's not.
Is he?
His 28 is a different 28. He's not old, but he's not. He's
Yeah,
old.
Well,
Yeah,
He's
but
He,
he's
for
he
been.
look like he's been
for a vet
28.
minimum, for a vet
he
minimum,
not old, but he old.
He
but hey,
look
for a
like
vet minimum, uh,
vet
No, you can't
minimum.
not for a vet, but he's not getting a vet. I don't think he's getting a vet minimum.
Yeah,
hey,
he
but
is.
I'm asking if you can get him for a vet, would you get him?
Yeah. Hey, you know who they should get? And I know it sounds crazy. They should go to Portland and try to get Drew.
Drew Holiday.
If they really want to win. Now, obviously he's older. I get it, but he's still really good. I would go try to get Drew and another player from Portland, like
Yeah.
some one of the other players. Maybe
I might
what's
get
his name?
late
The
too.
defender, Kamari.
Kamara.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might
I
be a
trade
year
three
too
first for them
late, though,
two.
man. We should have pulled that during this past off season because um, I've never heard nothing from Drew since he's been in Portland. I don't know if he liked it or not. I don't know if he was cool. I know he probably wasn't cool with the trade.
He still wants to be on a contending team, and I think he's been putting up at least decent numbers this
Yeah,
year, if
he's
I'm
been
not
playing good
mistaken.
recently. And Dame, Dame come back next year, so it's like it's a little redundant
Hey,
because they got Sharp and them young guys.
you guys know that Taj Gibson, it's 41 years old and he's went to
Yeah.
Memphis. What?
It's trash. It's Dookie.
Would y'all try to go get Ja Morant?
Hell no.
No,
I'm good.
That
nope,
No.
nigga a
I'm good.
liability.
Yeah, I'm
That
They
passing
Yeah,
on
should
that
try
that.
to
yeah.
get
far from Dame
they should try to get
like
one of the
that.
young like Jalen Wells. They got some young defenders over there in
Yeah,
Memphis.
that would be. He's six
Oh,
foot
but
eight, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Wells, it's a club option.
Uh, they
What
should
up,
try to
Yeah,
Jalen?
team option.
try one of them guys.
Yeah, they don't. If he's that good, they're not gonna let him go.
Or you should just trade Luka and just tank and just restart.
Hey,
I'm dead ass. That's a real possibility. You might have to just do that.
no, I think that's pretty much off the table.
It's
Yeah.
extreme, but sometimes you got to be progressive, in my opinion. If you don't see a window where you could beat the Spurs or OKC anytime soon, I'd rather you just rebuild, like just restart, bro. It is what it is. Maybe Nico was right.
Man, that would be. Mm.
If he get injured in the playoffs again next year, Nico was right for sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We should have
he
kept
can't do
Max
that next
Christie,
year,
bro.
man. Uh, mm.
Austin would have been asked out if we would have kept Max Christie, bro.
Hey, are you guys open about
Mhm.
getting Zach
They should have
Levine?
traded Austin. Honestly, bro, I would have
Yeah,
traded Austin, bro. I would have kept Max, bro. I'm sorry. It's not that he's a better player; it's the fit. You know
yep.
what I'm saying?
Was just coming into his role as a little and can hit the three. Great defender. Getting stronger as a player too. So
Hey,
I don't know.
somebody said something about Michael Porter Jr. He's a restricted free agent.
That's probably Kevin Porter Jr.
No, Michael Porter Jr. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the
Oh,
website for.
he's
Yeah, he's
restricted.
restricted.
They're gonna pick up his option.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh,
CJ McCollum. Oh, Tobias Harris. Nope.
Man,
Anthony Simons.
yeah.
I'm telling you who would have looked. Jonathan Kaminga would have. He don't sound too bad right now.
Hawks,
No,
they should have gotten to kill Alexander Walker, bro. That's what they should have
Them
got.
niggas won like 20-2 once they got him, bro.
They got Jalen Johnson, Nikhil, they got all them guys. All the wings, bro. They are a premium in this league, bro. You gotta have athletic wings, bro.
Yep. That's
So
why it's going to be so
Luke
hard for
Dort,
us
bro.
to
That's
load
why
up
I'm
in those
mad,
kind of.
bro. Vando never turned into what I thought Vando was gonna turn into, bro. He regressed.
What y'all think about Mitchell Robinson? He's an
Hey, that's a good
unrestricted free
pickup, bro.
agent.
They need him, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is nice. I like him.
If they had
What
Mitchell
makes him
Robinson,
so
bro,
different
they
than Jack?
get all them offensive rebounds.
What makes him so different than Jackson Hayes, bro?
He's just better, bro. I don't know how, like, he's just better.
Yo, Jackson Hayes weighs like 215 pounds, bro. Don't do that, man. Stop
Like,
doing that.
Mitchell Robinson is the best offensive rebounder in the league. Like, he's better than Steven Adams. It's them two at the top.
Jackson Hayes
What?
weighs
Hey,
like a
what
heavy guard.
do you guys think about Tyler Hero?
Nah, he another Reeves. He a
Nah.
better Reeves. It's the same
He's
problem.
a better Reeves.
I'm serious. He's just a
I
better
don't even
Reeves.
think I don't even think
As
he's a better
quiet as
Reed.
it's, what kind of deal is OG Anunoby on?
He making a lot of money.
Is he?
He
Man.
Yeah,
makes
him and
like a third
Mikhail, they
star
both.
money, like 30 mil, something.
Mm.
So y'all really ain't feeling Anthony Simons, huh?
All right, we need people that can
Unrestricted
help,
free
bro.
agent.
You
What
talking about
about
the
what about Miles Bridges?
uh,
Is that the old boy
He
from
plays solid.
Charlotte?
He plays solid defense. I like
yeah.
him.
I like old boy from Charlotte. Yeah, I'll take him.
He's
But that'll be
unrestricted.
part of the package where we got to sign like 3 or 4 more, 5 more guys, right, with some money. And he's one of them. I'm cool. But if we got to spend a buckload of money on him, I'm cool. I'll rather go bigger. Y'all like John Collins?
I actually
John
do.
Collins is good.
Oh man, but yeah, you
He can
was right. Isaiah Hartenstein.
yeah.
This is gonna be a free agent. I'm cool on him.
Lou Dirt.
KCP.
And niggas was saying they should have traded for KCP.
What about Luke Dort, man? He's on a club. He's on a team option. I think that's what club means. Yeah. Ooh. How you got Luke Dort and the last year of his deal is a team option?
Yeah, they might not because they got to pay other players. They're probably not gonna keep him. Case and Wallace got to get paid. AJ Mitchell got to get all them guys. They got a lot of young guys. They gonna get another draft pick.
Is Matisse Thybulle still good?
No, he's injured.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about even role players. There's not really a lot going on. Yeah, I'm seeing D-Lo. I've been scrolling for a minute. Bradley Beal, Marcus Smart, player option. Andre Drummond. No,
Are you tweaking
yeah.
out, boy?
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. But you know what? That's my time, gal. I just wanted to catch the vibes, man. Show some love, you know what I'm saying? And make sure everybody ain't gonna jump out the building. No, not CJ McCollum, bro. Yeah, but Gafford he signed a deal like year before last. He got like 2 years left on his deal. And likely he probably got like a year or two left on his rookie deal, to be honest with you. Yeah, they're gonna be playing together for a minute. But the Lakers play tomorrow. We play the Dallas Mavericks. No, is it tomorrow or is it Monday? I think it's Monday. And whatever it is, I'll see y'all in a minute. Appreciate everybody for coming up, man. Michael Marlin, KJ, Lane, D. Bonner. Who's the first one? I can't remember. Damn. I forgot. I love y'all anyway. All right, y'all. I have a good one, man.
Take care, Art.
All right, Blaine, bro. What's good, Dirty?
In transition, Wade finds James! Grab that, put it under your James, he heads, fire! seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Oh, flush! Good night! Turns the corner and just bullets in a tomahawk slam. Down to three. Make somebody else beat you. Three on the way. You got it!
Magic out of the back court. Magic left side to Kareem. Slam dunk. Look at that.